gonna go bad for both of you. Yes! I mean, they're all so different. Smallville was like my first role. You know, I played Aquaman on Smallville, and that was my first role. You know, so for me, I think I look back on that like, oh, the little puppy who didn't know what he was doing, you know, just running around.
With this weird costume.
Yeah,
When you look at the pictures,
yeah, wearing a onesie Speedo, you know. I mean, okay, there's a lot to relish, you know. You know, my time on Titans, it was a very interesting experience because that character really paralleled my life in a lot of ways, and it was fun to take that journey with that character, you know. So there's something different about each, you know, to love, you know. I think this is, Reacher is my proudest work so far.
La nuit a été rude, on dirait.
J'ai connu pire.
Well, you know, I started reading the books during the process of getting Jack Reacher. So I'd read all the books before filming, but I was sort of falling in love with Reacher during the process, you know, which made it harder for me because, you know, the closer I got, the more I was like, oh, I have to be this guy. Yeah, you know, I think his physicality is a character in and of itself in the books. I mean, that's obvious, you know, when you read this. He's both physically imposing, he's intellectually imposing. I think it's important to give the fans what's there on the page. That's what makes this protagonist unique. He's not just brutish, he's both, you know, mysterious and physical and intellectual and violent. It's all of the above. I'm glad we can give, you know, the fans what they've been looking for. He's been, you know, he saw everything that we did. He really wanted to be involved. He would stay on set. He'd be there all day. He wanted to be a part of this. Yeah, he was on set, and we had this great scene in a diner, and I was like, do you think he'd want to, like, maybe we pass each other and, like, bump into each other? Like, the fans would, I think they'd love that. So I pitched it to him, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. You know, I was like, yes! Yeah, I was a 90s kid growing up, you know, so I grew up playing like the arcade games and, you know, Nintendo Turtles and, you know, Halloween, I'd be a Ninja Turtle. But I was always Mikey, you know, growing up. So I was tortured a little bit not getting to play Mikey.